Welcome back to the Chammy, the only Channy. Sure, the only Channy on YouTube, where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house, a creepy graveyard, from a haunted chick with really, really, really cute dogs. Today I'm doing live tarot, paid 5, 10, 15, 20. Get general in-depth twin flame love readings today. You can also win a free 3-card reading if we get enough people in chat to play Joker's Roulette. Also, if you just found us and we are not live, hey Addison, welcome back to the Chammy. Welcome back to the Chammy. Welcome back to the haunted house. If you just found us and we are not live, go ahead and skip to the end because there's a free collective message there for you. I try to do a free collective message at the end of every live for anyone who maybe came in and got a chat, didn't get a chat, got a live, got a reading, didn't get a reading. Blah, 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 blah. It's a timeless tarot reading, which means that it's good for any time that you may find it. Happy, happy, joy, joy. How's your day been, Addison? I have dog hair all over my face. Right before I went live, the dog decided to give me a big face massage. You were doing okay. I feel much better now that I went for a walk and have a nice cup of tea. Hey, Cottonfly, welcome back to the Chammy. How are you today? How's your day been? I went for a nice walk. Found some mint for my hat. Went swinging on the way home. It was such a beautiful day outside, 70 degrees. I think it's about 68 now, maybe. It's probably going to be one of the most beautiful nights of fall here. It was goody good, awesome. I know someone paid for a reading, but I haven't seen them show up yet for their reading. So if you see infinities is 1, and I happen to leave and they come in, I'll let them know that they have a $5 reading available to them. I think all my cards are upright. I think I may have forgotten to put today's chat subject in the title, but it's okay. This week I've been talking about a lot of different subjects. Has anybody sent anything back to the void? It's in chat right now. Has anyone had time to experiment with that? And are you paying attention to your dreams? If you have, okay, I'll explain it. Maybe you missed the conversation about the void. Oh, it's okay, Addison. It's all right. So, the void is where everything comes from. And I'm going to scientifically give you a layout of this map so that you can understand it a little better. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie The Never-Ending Story, but it's one of my favorite movies. I'm pretty sure that my sister hates me even more because all I would do is watch that movie, and we only had one TV. So it was probably torture for her. I know she felt very stabby about having to watch it as much as I watched it as a kid, but if you watch that movie and you know about the nothing, you know that it is like a void. So I want to let you know what it's like, of course, in case you haven't watched The Never-Ending Story and you've seen the nothing and what it does. So the void is where everything comes from. It's like, you turn a light off, excuse me, and it comes from nothing, right? Not really. There is a pole outside and everything, the electrical currency, but what comes from that nothing are electrical wavelengths and frequencies. And when those electrical wavelengths and frequencies cross, they turn into particles. And they turn into particles like hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and so on and so forth, carbon. And all of these different elements create atoms, which create molecules. Molecules are everything that you see in the room around me, your body, the ring on my finger, the laptop or computer or phone or whatever you're using to watch me on YouTube. Everything around you. Even right down to the chemical currencies going on in your body made when you get excited about something, or do you desire something, which are your feelings and your emotions, are molecules, basically. So everything comes from that nothingness. And nothing. It's like nothingness is nothingness, and nothingness is everything. It's pretty interesting. I wrote a song about it a long time ago. But when experiencing or experimenting, I should say, with the spiritual exercise of sending something back to the void, whether it's your teacup or a feeling or an emotion or a state that you don't like that you're in feeling, or maybe a situation, you know, to have the imaginal act or even just say, you know, I'm sending this back to the void and don't worry about how it's going to come back or if it's going to come back. You know, and if you are worried about that, you can always say it if it does come back, you know, maybe like in a way that pleases me. You know, like I sent my headache back to the void the other day. And I didn't worry too much about it coming back. But it did. So I was like, okay, I'm going to send this headache back to the void. And if it does come back, maybe it'll come back in a way that pleases me. Like it will be easier to get rid of, or it'll just be like a light headache, you know, easily resolvable. So I had explained a couple days ago that if you want to send something back to the void, I mean, you could just as easily say it. You can also do an imaginal act or feelings, you know, sit back and close your eyes and just, you know, imagine whatever it is, a scenario, your headache, your teacup, your... Why is an eggplant so offensive, YouTube? Anyways, sending the eggplant back to the void. Me too, me too. So make it happen. Make it happen. You're outside watching kids gardening. Oh, wow. Fun. So anyways, as I was saying, you go from, you know, seeing the headache in your mind's eye or feeling it, you know, and breaking it down from molecule to atom, you know, to particle, to frequency, wavelengths, and back to the void. Right on. It is. It is such a gorgeous day. I can't get enough of it. So yeah, what are your questions about the void? If you have any. What is the heart covering up? Can you send your bodies back to the void and return back that BBL look? Probably. So funny. I like that idea. I'm going to try that tonight. What kind of stuff are they planning? I hope it's marijuana. God, the Texas governor would love that. Couldn't help it. Please don't block me, YouTube. What? Oh, Lordy Lord. Well, thank goodness it's not a Great Dane, right? Oh, $10. They can afford a whole lot of McDonald's with that. £70. Where did you get a gargantuan poodle? What reality have we gone to where poodles are 70 pounds? Like, in 100 years, this is going to be my 70-pound chihuahua. He's a golden doodle. Okay. Oh, Lord. That's a cutie pie, yeah. My neighbors have two across the street. They're like horses almost. Not quite. Not quite the Great Dane, but God, I love dogs. Well, thank goodness. Yeah, that's for you. I know that feels that way about dogs too, and then doesn't even bother. It must be a kind of thing. Those damn. Hey, Liz. I'm back. How are you, dear? God, everyone has said that. Like it's a beautiful day. It's wonderful, isn't it? You have a choodle and a chiweenie too. That's right. Interesting. Has anybody else felt that as well? Like, do you think they've put something in the air to make everyone sleepy? I'm fighting it, man. It's not normal. There must be sugar in the air. There just must be sugar in the oxygen. Oh my God. They're all like zombies in here. Don't get a zombie tarot card reading. Professional zombie tarot card reading. Oh, that's what it is. They must have put muscle relaxer in the oxygen today with that weather machine. My friend had a rum tasting party. It was fun. Really. Can you imagine being alive 500 years ago and seeing an eclipse and not knowing what is happening? Amazing. Could you imagine what it would be like to live 500 years ago? Do you think that we hibernated like bears do? What if everything about our past is just fake? What if somebody made it all up? So any hoodle noodle. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go ahead and fix the code because the code ended at midnight. So let me find a brain cell. Let's see. I'm going to go fix the code now. So if anyone has any questions about the void, please feel free to ask. It would be very strange to live a long time ago, for sure. I'll give you guys the new code in a minute for the season. Okay, sure, honey. Ask away about any question you have about candle work, love. Okay, honey. I'm going to work on the code now. And Addison, please feel free to ask your question, dear. And Liz, I still feel like somebody in your in your immediate vortex, someone who's a little bit older than you does have like some kind of surprise for you. Let's see, percentage off. You're so welcome. I mean, you're picking up on something, so you're asking about it. Okay, so there's no minimum on the items this month again. So if you want to buy a skull that's $44.44, you'll get the 33% off. And then if you also want to turn around and add a pendulum, it will also be 33% off. Okay. Up to 3 items. Also, everybody gets a free extra little gift in anything that they buy from my Etsy store. I just don't always say that because I kind of like to just add it in. Oh, Addison, I'm so sorry someone told you that. That's like saying, are you sure you really care about this person and that you want to put a protection spell on them? It can backfire. Do you hear how silly what I just said sounded like? It's like, hey, come here, Liz. Let me just wipe away, clean all that black magic. This is just an example, not saying black magic is on you, Liz, at all. Let me just wipe away, clean all that black magic. But, you know, I don't know if I like you enough to do this for you because it could backfire. Like, that's for someone to say to do the love spell is the same way. Are you sure you love them? Are you sure blah, blah, blah? You sure you care about them? Because it could backfire. Like, you care about him, you love him, or you care about a person or you love them and you want to help them spiritually, you just do it. Okay? You don't I feel like when someone says, oh, you're going to make it, but it could backfire unless you really love them, or it could backfire unless you really care about them, or it could backfire at all. I feel like that's setting it up to make it backfire, and that the person stating that is like the one that's going to make it backfire because they light a match, they light a flame, they light a spark to plant that seed. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, hey, come here, Confly. Let's do this prayer to wipe away clean black magic from you if there's any. But I'm not going to give you the whole prayer because I'm not sure I like you. It could backfire. Hey, Addison. I'm going to do this love spell on you, but you have to make sure that you really like me because it could backfire. Like, it just seems like such a limiting, circumstantial bullshit way to, you know, like, if she had a dove and a needle and was like, I'm going to stab it in the heart. Are you sure that you love him? Because if you don't, this bird is going to die when I stab it in the heart with this needle during your spell. Like, I'm just being really dramatic. Now I'm being dramatic. Like, I'm pushing the envelope so you can get how silly this person sounds. I told you this. God bless them. But different strokes for different folks. So maybe in her learning, in her path, in her walk of life, in her spiritual exercise, she feels that her work can backfire. She gets into stuff that she feels can backfire. Or she doesn't realize the power of her thoughts and her feelings and her mind. So she's tells herself a shit story that some other person told her that she's believing in because, well, shit stories happen. But how far are you willing to go and believe it? When you are the operant power. It's like I told Pam yesterday. You know, she was like talking about spell work and some of the vigil candles and stuff. And I was trying to explain to her how it's like, it's not spell work. It's a spiritual exercise. That's more how I look at it. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, the vigil candle or the prayer candle that I would do for you is not a spell. It's a spiritual exercise that I help you with to help boost your manifestation, your desire, your wants or your needs or whatever it is. And I'm just an extra added bonus. I'm just an extra added bonus adding to the package when she is the spell work. She is the spell. She is the magic. She is the operant power of it. You know, it's her intention. It's her thing. Like, it would be like for you too, Addison, like, yeah, because I really feel like it can come down to really any work like that just comes down to your thoughts, your feelings, and your prayer. Just like the way they do the candles in Catholic Church. It's a very simple and passionate process. You know, how can you know, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like, I feel like, how can me co-creating with my creator backfire? You know, like, I was explaining yesterday that I felt like sometimes I was explaining to a client that I feel like sometimes because we don't know what we want or we become uncertain or afraid, spirit will take action, you know, and maybe we don't like the action that spirit takes. So we've got to ask for it in a different way and believe in it maybe in a stronger way and be open to receiving it in the highest form. Like, here's an example. You know, I wanted to make a record with anybody who would make a record with me, but I kept running into people who didn't really have my best interest. They didn't really care about my music or my art. little on me. It was more like a, it was more like a situation that was uncomfortable for me, but comfortable for them, because I made them feel more emotionally stable or comfortable, or felt, like they would have some kind of, like, power through me or something. I don't know. Very strange stuff. Met very strange people. But through this kind of, circumstance in my life, I would just change it and say, well, I, Spirit, bring in people that, really do care. People who choose me, who actually choose me, and as I require for, people to show that they do like my music, or that they do care about my art and genuinely care about me. And I noticed a lot of creeps would fall off the map pretty quick. But then again, I had to remember that I had asked for that to come to me in a way that pleases me. That it, that people who did care about my art and my music would, engage with me, and I'd find those people, and maybe record a song, or, make an album. So I manifested that, and I, recorded several songs here at home, and then at Third Man Records, and then, and I'm still doing recordings today, and working with people I've worked with for a long time that I really do enjoy playing music with, and looking forward to working with them some more in the future. And I can't say that, like, it's been the perfect fried egg or eggs Benedict, but I do have to take responsibility for the fact that what I think and what I feel has created my world around me, has given me a chance to maybe have some of the things that are the most important to me. And then maybe, it's just the things that haven't manifested yet. It's not because, I have wobbles, or because I don't know what I want. It's just, I feel that sometimes there is divine timing in regards to, what we want to manifest. And maybe we even subconsciously are like, give us a little more time before this or that manifests, and we don't realize it. But I feel like if we're taught to buy into the belief of an extra added bonus being something such as a backfiring, like, if I'm gonna manifest something and it's gonna backfire, like, it's only gonna be because, I got worried about it backfiring. It's only gonna be that way because, I put intent into the situation, or thought, or feeling, and worry about it. Like, I'm almost like happy that, like, I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, so I could just kind of be like, okay, I'm here, ready to fly by the seat of my pants. I hear some spooky dogs outside. What about you? You want to go outside? Do you think that might be something you'd like to do, little one? But it's like how to know. It's like, I think I've talked before too this week about how to know if something's right or not. You feel it. You just know, like, There's no denying it. I mean, yeah, we might have our wobbles and our fears around it, but yeah, when people and places just vibe as artists, there's just a special quality to create when it's artist meld and the heart is in the way. Actually, just move the heart to the bottom. Wanna go outside? Is this something you think you might want to do? Hmm? I love you. If you'd like to get a reading, it's $10 from the dogs, one card. $10 one card to get a reading from the dogs. $50 one card to get a reading from the dad. So I'm just joking. I'm kidding. Just trying to make you guys laugh. Can you imagine? 2 cards you'd have a whole bag of food. 1 card you'd have 2 bags of treats. Which one would you get? 2 bags of apples or 2 bags of treats? She's like, I don't care, just hold me. Are you gonna go outside? She's like, I don't know. I'm gonna sit here in your arms. Be adorable. Gypsy needs a rainbow tail. You want a rainbow tail, baby? I'll get you a rainbow tail. Yep, the heart gets in the way all the time, so I have to kind of just spam the chat a little bit. So I am working on a meditation for you guys, a guided meditation about the void, one that you guys can listen to when you have some more time. There are also some guided sleep meditations on the Chami, which I'm going to leave here for you guys to listen to. Did you just bites? Did you just bites? I'm in another window. I'll be right back. Get him. Get him. So yeah, I've got a couple of guided meditations I'm working on for y'all, like the one about, sending things back to the void. Don't worry about how it's going to come back to you. It's just that it will come back to you in a way that pleases you. Maybe it's your glasses. Maybe it's maybe it's a headache. Maybe it's a situation with your house. Maybe it's something physically with your body, like what's going on with Liz or my headache. Did you guys see that tongue? Gene Simmons would be jealous. Here's a link to my guided sleep meditation if anybody needs it. I'm going to tell you it will help you get some deeper rest. Had several people tell me how much it's helped them and their animals as well. See how our eyes go shifty? See how one is like on this side and the other's on the other side? It used to be worse. Ruby, gonna sing some opera for Liz so she'll feel better.
Hey, stop it.
Ruby, gonna sing for us. What about a prayer? Ruby dooby doo.
Let me take this one. It's got dark. I forgot it's getting early dark.
I think isn't it throwback the clock day or something?
I'll let you know in a few minutes.
I mean, it's 7 o'clock and
They
the sun
said
is down.
something.
Like, what?
Okay, Ninja, let's go.
Okay. I'm going to get Ruby doo.
The Ruby's done.
I know.
Tell when it's dark, this one doesn't like you outside. Come on, let's go. She's scared. See how it's going to do tonight.
Ruby dooby doo. Ruby dooby. Did you hear that whiny dog upstairs? He's such a pussy, isn't he? All this dog does all day is go, oh! It's like, someone please just give the dog a bone, a treat, a hug, a yard. Right on. Oh, Ruby doo. You want a cookie treat? You want a cookie treat? What time is it? It's 7:09. Wow. Are you guys looking forward to Thanksgiving? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I'm going to make funeral potatoes And more funeral potatoes and more funeral potatoes. And I'm not going to eat anything until the day of. I'm just going to fast until Friendsgiving. Are you coming over, Liz? What about you, Addison? What about you, Conflict? Come over for Thanksgiving. We'll have funeral potatoes. Manchester Orchestra sounds nice. What are funeral potatoes? It's when you take red peppers, onions, green peppers, shredded potatoes. You can even take just chopped potatoes, cheese, and you mix it all around. You put, you take cornflakes and you kind of toast them in butter, and then you top them with, like, you bake the potatoes, and then once you're about to be done baking them, you put the fried or toasted cornflakes on top of the potatoes. It's just a casserole. Some people call it potato casserole. Some people call it funeral potatoes. Then I like to make green stuff, which is basically just pistachio pudding. And I'll put marshmallows in it. And I'll put maraschino cherries in it with a little coconut. Top it with whipped cream. I also like to make green bean casserole. And then often we would do a drunken turkey, but I do more of a drunken tofurkey. Do pumpkin pie. So funny, Addison. You mean you wouldn't eat my funeral potatoes? No. I think you'd like them. I put Greek yogurt in mine. God, Addison, you're right. Like, don't tell them my secrets that I'll cook all night long for an army. Shit, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll cook Thanksgiving dinner with you guys on Thanksgiving. If no one can be here, I'll bring you here. How about that? All night long, all night. Cooking all night long. I love to cook. I'm going to go get offline and go cook now. And eat some more. I've been eating all day. Healthy and unhealthy. Today I woke up and I had a cup of hot chocolate, cinnamon hot chocolate for breakfast, and a piece of cake for breakfast, and a pizza for breakfast. And then I went and worked out. Addie. Okay, I'll make you some homemade mashed potatoes. Or will they be homemade? You know what makes mashed potatoes taste really good? And I know this sounds absolutely bonkers, but evaporated milk, believe it or not. Just makes them so fluffy. Even the fake ones, like the instant ones, make it, the evaporated milk just, it makes them taste even better. But, you know, mashed potatoes in general, it's like ice cream. So pick your poison. I would rather have ice cream for dinner. Yes, all night cooking. Like, I will cook all night and day. It's so funny because it was like, yeah, I gotta soak my and brine my and cook my and get everything ready so that tomorrow I can cook it all. And then you know, spend all day cooking it. Chicken stock, milk, and butter. I'm gonna have to make my stock this year.
Okay.
So the closer I get to my quota for the week, the sooner I will do the free readings. Promise. So I'm going to go ahead and do the free collective message now. Spirit, what do we need to know about tonight? What do we need to know about tonight, Spirit? What do we need to know about tonight? What do we need to know about tonight, Spirit? Ooh, Ace of Cups, love. Maybe someone's going to get a love message. Ace of Cups and a Hierophant. And I say message because there is a wand in the Hierophant's hand, which is about, you know, communication. So we've got the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, and the Ten of Pentacles. The most important card, though, is the Hermit card. So I feel like it's, you know, one of those self-care cards. Once again, I know we have gotten a collective message a couple of nights ago, or maybe it was last night, about self-care. So maybe Spirit's saying, you know, take the night off from worries, do some self-care in the Hermit card, and you will feel and be and see the luck that it will bring you soon. And soulmate, you know, yep, this could be the one. All right, friends, I'm gonna jump off here. I'll be back in a little bit. And maybe we'll watch something spooky. Maybe we'll do some tarot. Maybe we'll play some Surprise Jack. And I'll see you guys around 9 o'clock. And we'll see what Now the clock looks like around here on YouTube. All right, guys. Love you so much. Sweet dreams if y'all take naps. I'll talk to you later.